Marvel's Infinity War. Now, I just picked this up because obviously, like the movie's coming out next year, and if you don't know, they had the trailer for Marvel's D23, or Disney's, should I say, is D23, where it's an expo where Disney kind of like showcase what they're doing in their universe. So you got the Disney property, you've got Marvel, so Disney's owned by Marvel's owned by Disney. You've got Star Wars and all of that, and they released obviously a few different trailers. And one of the trailers they released was a montage clip from Infinity War, and everyone's going crazy about it. And some of the things they're describing, which I predicted, are in a lot of them are in this seem to be in this comic, this graphical novel, which is just basically about Thanos, the main bad guy, and how he's collecting the Infinity Gems. So I mean, if you've watched any of the Marvel films, like, you'll know about the Infinity Gems and that whole story, which is coming to a conclusion because they've been doing that for the last 10 years. Now, one thing I want to say is, it's like at these expos, like it's obviously it's a public kind of domain, so they've got members of the public that have come there to see it. Now, I kind of don't like the fact that they released the trailer there and everyone's talking about it, but they don't release it online. I mean, that's how like piracy happens. Like, obviously people usually record stuff and then they put it online, but I think Marvel were quite smart about the way they did that, because they didn't say they were gonna show an Infinity War trailer. They actually said they're gonna show a montage of their past 10 years of films, so people didn't expect to see an Infinity War trailer. On one hand, I think it's good because obviously the people who turn up to D23 Expo and obviously Comic-Con and all these things, they get exclusivity. They get, because they've made the effort to come then and pay tickets and all of that, they get to see some exclusive clips. Also, Infinity War, the movie, it comes out in May of next year, and we're in July currently, so that's virtually a year away. And Marvel, I suppose they want to concentrate on marketing Thor Ragnarok, which is coming out in November, and they've really released a teaser to that. But I think it's time they're going to release a next trailer to that, probably at Comic-Con next week, or this week, should I say. And also Black Panther, which is coming out in February. So they've also released a teaser to that. So I think as well they want to promote that. And because Black Panther is a new character to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it's not a character that's well known by the public, so I suppose they want to keep the attention on those stories because they lead into Infinity War anyway. So I suppose it's a good tactic not to really release any trailers now, get people too excited and their attention too much on Infinity War. Maybe focus on Thor Ragnarok and Black Panther. But at the same time, I feel like if you're going to release the trailer to the public, you should just release it to everyone so everyone can see, because there's a buzz about it right now, and that buzz will obviously die down. And obviously with the Comic-Con being released, Comic-Con next week, there's buzz. There's going to be buzz from like the DC Cinematic Universe with Justice League and Aquaman and all those films, and obviously there's been buzz about Wonder Woman. So I don't know. I'm not sure if it's a good thing that they only release it. I think it probably is, because these people made an effort to go and see for themselves. They paid the money to go see the expo themselves. So you get that, and it creates a good buzz. So I don't know. I feel like I maybe I just really want to see it, because I mean some of the things they're describing, like, I predicted was going to happen. Like, first off, like, one of the Infinity Gems is going to be in Wakanda. It's not going to be in Thor Ragnarok. They already have the Tesseract, and they're dealing with a lot of other things. Even in the comic book here, if you see, you've got members of the Illuminati, as they call them, and Black Panther's holding one of the Infinity Gems. Doctor Strange is there as well. They've got like Mr. Fantastic, Namor, and Beast that aren't Marvel owned characters, so they've obviously just did it a bit. But if if you know anything about Black Panther and Wakanda, you know that there's a place called the Necropolis, which is called the City of the Dead, where he goes to all the kings or Black Panthers go to communicate with the past Black Panthers. So they accumulate all the knowledge and skill sets of the past Black Panthers. So they communicate with their souls, you know. And he spoke about that in Civil War. He said to Black Widow, in my culture, death isn't the end. He said that his father believed it, but he's not his father. So I think he's going to be finding out about the Necropolis as the king of Wakanda. You know, I don't think it makes any sense for it to be in Thor. They're already dealing with the Tesseract and World War Hulk or Planet Hulk and all this, you know, and Ragnarok, Hela, you know. I mean, some of the theories make sense, but that's my theory. But we'll see who's right when the films come out. And they introduced the Black Order, so those characters there. And they actually are pretty accurate to the models. If you see online, the models that they released of the characters at the D23 Expo. So they showed the giant statue of Thanos, and then they showed these characters which are his children, because I know obviously they spoke about Gamora and Nebula in Guardians of the Galaxy being his children, and then they were saying, oh, you know, out of all the children you were the favorite and things like that. So they're actually showing that these guys are his troops, so they're coming to invade the Earth and, you know, all the other places that have the Infinity Gems, like Asgard and the Nova Corp from Guardians of the Galaxy. And Wakanda, they did say there was a clip of Wakanda, Black Panther and Winter Soldier and Black Widow all lined up with the Wakandan army, ready to go to battle. And there's a scene in here that's exactly the same. If let me show you on this side, there's better lighting. So Wakanda's being invaded by that guy Black Dwarf, who I think they've called him something else, Obsidian something. And you see Black Panther and Shuri getting ready for battle, and you see, what else do you see? There's more. If I can find it. So it's a really epic story. Like, you also see Doctor Strange getting, he's being controlled as well. See, well, this is more of the Black Panther fight scenes with Black Dwarf, and he's after the Infinity Gem. So, you know, there's the Wakandan army. Let me move that. Being attacked. So, I think a lot of those story arcs they mentioned from the trailer. You know, there was talking about Thor and Thanos battling. There's a nice little epic scene here with Thor smashing Thanos' head with the hammer and being smashed in the end. So, I mean, I think they're loosely basing it on this this graphical novel, but we'll see, you know. But anyway, comment down below. Let me know what you think about the fact that they didn't release the Thor Ragnarok. Sorry, not the Thor Ragnarok. The Infinity War trailer to the public. And do you think they'll release it at Comic-Con? Obviously, if you're seeing it by the time Comic-Con's come out, then you know that they have. Anyway, comment below. Let me know what you think of the marketing plan, and should they release it like almost a year in advance, or should they focus on Black Panther and Thor first? Anyway, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the channel for some more video reviews, vlogs, book reviews, and the lot. Peace!